it's a pure imagination, invention. We don't have any evidence, historical evidence, that John the Baptist was part of this community. But, there is but. This community ideas, their way of life, their geographical location are so similar and so close that we can safely suggest that they were part of the same movement, which was called by Josephus Flavius the movement of Essenes. These Essenes, they left the temple because in the temple things went wrong. Because the priest, the high priest, was both the priest and both the king. You cannot unite two posts. The king, two offices, of the king and of the priest. And the priests there, they didn't like it. And there was a corruption in the temple. And that's why they left the temple. They took the ritual objects from the temple and they secluded themselves here. This community of dissident priests stayed here in the dead end of the Dead Sea. There are no people. They were single. The first example in the Old Testament when people lived single, but some of them were married, and their ideas, their eschatological expectations, last day expectations. There will be a last day battle between the forces of evil and the forces of light, and things like that, and the high priest and the evil priest. All this reminds us the work of John, in the revelation of John. And also John the Baptist is close, he's nearby at River Jordan, which is only 3 kilometers from here. And John the Baptist is also single, and he also speaks about the same ideas. And the community's motto, the community's password, I don't know how to put it, was this: they called themselves, according to the words of Isaiah the prophet, from the chapter 40 of the book of Isaiah the prophet, "We are the voice in the wilderness. Prepare the ways of the Lord. Make his ways straight." Isn't it the same what John the Baptist answered to the priests and the Pharisees that came from the temple to ask, to inquire who he is? Are you the Messiah? No. Are you the prophet? No. Who are you then? I am the voice in the wilderness, in according with the words of Isaiah the prophet. John the Baptist, he calls people to immerse in Jordan River. Here, look here. This is the same immersional bath called mikvah, and people descend on one side, ascend from another side, and when we are on the site, you will see that maybe half of the structures of this community was this mikvaot, mikvah, ritual bath, and the same idea, to clean you physically and to clean you from the everyday sins. So let's take